Okay guys, now we're on to the next part of the video, which is basically doing the chest. Okay, we already did the neck, we already did that. Okay, now is going to be the difficult part. This is the part where you really got to pay attention. So, add your layers, add your folder. Obviously, name it the chest folder. And then obviously you got to do your liner and all that good stuff. So we're going to name it line art. And then your color. I know it might be a little difficult, but this is the part that basically moves. So up there. Cool. And then if your character is a female, you know, you gotta have the female chest. And there you go. So each detail is going to be very intricate. Like for instance, the bow, it's going to have to be broken down into different pieces. It's all that basically moves needs to be broken down in different pieces. So let's do the liner for 1. You're going to duplicate it. And then we're just going to do liner 2. And that's going to be for, you know, this part if you're a female. Okay, cool. So we're going to do the liner. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. You just, this is like the chest only, so like from here up basically. So we're just gonna have our pin at the smallest opacity ever. I mean not opacity, freaking size. Okay, so what we're gonna do is kind of like make it like a male's chest, kind of like here-ish, kind of give it like that, the cinched look. And then you're going to kind of like draw like it's clothing on it too. So like you want to make sure this part is the clothing. Boom. And then gonna go up here. Boom. Kind of draw it like it's a male's chest in a way, so it's more accurate or whatever. You don't have to do all these lines, but you can kind of make sure what is in between is actually filled in. So when you're outlining it, like doing the color, it basically makes more sense. And there you go. Okay, and it's really cute. There you go. And then you want to get the color scheme. So this is the color. So you want the color scheme to match exactly here, the neck, if that makes sense. So you want to like go here and like go there. Reminder, this is going to be like under the neck, if that makes sense. So and it's going to be under the shoulder. So that's really good. And then we're going to do the coloring for like this part. So we're going to obviously get like our beige or blue, whatever color I'm going to choose. I'm probably going to do like that. I don't know what color I'm gonna do, but it's something. It's a little yellow. Nothing's wrong with it, it's just I prefer more of a cream color. It's more of a beige, that's what it was. And we don't want it to look weird. Okay. We're gonna hide the color, and then we're going to make sure it kind of like have that base color in a way. So like for the liner, kind of just flip it, and then we just make it a little darker just to give it some depth, just a little bit. like here specifically. And then this is where this part comes aligned. I'm gonna grab this, grab your whatever this is, and then going to like kind of go over it in a way, but not fully. I'll make it even, I guess. I definitely will like speed this up because this is a little tedious, but it's worth it. And then we're just going to go around, make it the shape it needs to be, basically. I don't know why it's so jagged today. Like it's not getting what it needs to. I'm gonna just cut to this part where you know, I get everything basically done. Right. So now we're gonna go to the part when we're making the bow. So it's gonna be like this. I'm gonna make it a little bigger because I can't really see it. It's gonna be like this. Okay. Well, that's not working either. Okay, we're just gonna do the middle. I don't know why that part wasn't working, but we're just gonna do the middle. Okay, that's the middle, and then we're going to do top ones. Obviously, in the layers, you don't want to forget about that. So we're just going to go here and do that. Erasing, I don't know why my eraser's not working. Erasing this part, and then at the bottom, which is going to be under it, and we're going to go here, and boom, and boom. Kind of like separating it, but like giving it its own thing at the same time. That's the middle, that's the, yep. Okay, so we're just gonna in-depth it, or whatever. Giving it some like lined up. Okay, so now with this part, we basically, if you're having a female more looking thing, you can like make the chest like, you know, whatever. But if you're a male, you know, you do whatever, the same thing basically. Basically, now we're just making the shirt. So we want everything to kind of like be very detailed and exact, if that makes sense. Hopefully, maybe. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to turn this liner on, and we're going to put this under here. You see what I'm saying now? You see, you know, so the color is going to be here, and then the liner, it's there. It's, you know, whatever. Okay. We're on this, the female chest. We're turning this one off so you guys see, and then we're going to add our lace for the thing. So you could look at lace designs if you're doing something like this, but I'm just gonna do something simple. You know, it gives a little detail. It's not like crazy. And then some kind of have like a I'm just doing a simple one. Oh shoot, that one was not cute, but there you go. There you go. Okay, simple lace. We can also add like, I guess another triangle, but it'll be it's gonna be a little more detailed if we did something like that. So I don't mind it. It's just gonna be a little harder to think about if you guys are doing, you know, your own. Okay, and then we zoom out to see how it looks, see if we like it. Yep, that's pretty neat. I like it. Okay, and then we're going to maybe add like a ruffle in the back. I think that's neat. And then we can play if we really wanted to. It's all about like what the shirt kind of gives in a way. But if I was gonna do this, it would be more separated and detailed. Okay. So now that's done, that's done. That's gonna be moving around. This on its own is gonna be moving around. I'm gonna go back to make the line art this color so I can see it specifically. I'm gonna kind of erase around here so I know what I'm doing. And then that's pretty much it for that part. Obviously color it and there you go. So obviously the color for this one, name your layers, don't forget that. So the color, we're just going to literally do the same. So this color basically, boom, turn the color off. This is the color here. So we're going to, oh, I turned it off, my bad. There we go. We're going to go here and just do the exact same thing you did at the bottom layer. You know, pretty simple. Not too much rendering or anything today because there's a lot I gotta do. Okay, I'm gonna cut to the part where I get to the, you know, the freaking, you know, everything's done in a way, but yeah, didn't even go through it. I said, this part right here, guys, is where you basically need to make sure you get it because, yeah, and also don't forget your symmetrical tool because it's important. So yeah, don't forget to color in the neck area as well. Like, you know, get all the details that need to be detailed. And yes, it's important. Like, you don't want to, you know, make it look wonky. So yes, get this part. Okay, and when it comes to, let's say, the lace, I like to go in with the hard pen and just do what I need to do. Make sure the opacity is up, so like I go around and make it very intricate details, and the things that need to be see-through, it can be see-through, or, you know, whatever. So like here, and there, and here, and there. I'm pretty sure you guys get the idea. Just make it look exactly how you need it to look and render it the way you need to render it. Another thing is make sure that that top part is on the torso so it's not glitching when you move things around, because that is very important as well. Okay guys, so this is how it should look. Let me zoom out so you guys kind of see how it looks a little bit from afar. So this is how it should look. All the layers, the everything, the rendering, you know, before it was like, oh, it's there, but now it's like, you know. So what we're going to do, we're going to close the chest area. We're going to go all the way down behind the neck, and that's what it should look like. It looks like the necklace is literally sitting on the thing, you know, it fits, it fits. So yeah, I thank you guys for actually, you know, watching the videos. You guys are really cool. And of course, we're going to get to the hair and all that soon too. Don't forget to, if you want it like simple colored or whatever, I like to do, remember, you kind of just find the layer you were using and then you do the little alpha lock and then you do the color like that or whatever. Me personally, I'm just gonna have it all the way up and then we can kind of go in with our regular color and we just, you know, make it look how you want your VTuber to look. Like if you want the art style to be like this or that or whatever you got going on, you just want to make sure it's perfect to your liking. Um, thing is also when you're doing the shirt, I would advise doing like a soft line art color to not give that bulky look. If that makes sense. I don't know if that's a word. I guess it is. That bulky look. Can I fix around the edges as well? You don't want to like make it look bulky. I guess, yeah, that's the word. I'm gonna kind of like make the line art this color to give a softer like look or whatever. Same with this, with the liner, I'm gonna make it look softer. And see how it looks a little more softer compared to the, like for instance, let me get rid of this and get rid of that. See how it looks more soft? Obviously, I gotta fill in those parts right there. So let me just do that while I literally see it. Other than that, it's gonna look wonky. And we don't want a wonky VTuber model. And of course, I'm gonna still rig on stream. I haven't done that in like literally a week now. I apologize. I was trying to make sure I get these videos out for you guys because people are like, I want more videos, but people also are like, I want, you know, things to be like rigged all the way, and I want to see you guys, you know, see the process. And I'm like, I gotta do everything. And also I'm like trying to make sure my personal life, don't demonetize me. I'm also trying to make sure my personal life is a-okay. So, you know, managing things that need to be managed, and I'm pretty sure you guys get it, but this is how it should look. I'm gonna do the little canvas so you guys can kind of see, and then I'm gonna get rid of this. Make sure everything is on symmetrical tool, and also if the bow is like that, make sure you kind of like separate this, like, you know, left and right, right and left, right and left, what you basically did to the eye. I'm just gonna keep it like this for now, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to literally do everything else in the next video. We're probably gonna do the waist and then or the arms. So, because the arms are a little more easier than the waist because you gotta make sure if you have jewelry on, it's gotta be a certain way. Also, the hips and, you know, the all the way down is basically going to be a little more separated too. So, hopefully everybody enjoyed. Hopefully everything's a-okay. But, you know, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and to follow and like and all that good stuff. This is a pretty short video as well, but I'm trying to make it shorter so everybody can get to it faster. But yeah, until then, bye bye. Oh, comment freaking potato if you guys made it this far.